They say life insurance is the hardest product to sell in the insurance industry. If you think so, I can make it real easy if you keep watching this video. All right, so I'm going to teach you how to sell life insurance. My name's Cody Askins. I've been selling life insurance for a decade. I got started when I was 19 years old. And by using this exact formula that I'm going to share with you today, I earned $117,361.13 in my first 8 months. No sales experience, couldn't spell the word insurance, no product knowledge, but by using what I'm about to show you, it made it easy to earn $100K selling life insurance. It is truly amazing. Okay, so stay with me. All right, so I'm going to go through, just to preface this, I'm going to go through my benefits presentation. There's 5 benefits that I'm going to touch on. Okay, I'm also going to go over 9 trial closes and 3 options. And this benefits presentation is so good that by the time I'm done, the policy is sold before they even see how much it costs. So if that interests you, you definitely want to keep watching. Okay, here we go. So when I'm sitting with the prospect, once I'm done with the warm up and I'm done with the fact finding, which means I've warmed them up, that's step 1, check, right? Step 2, fact finding, actually spending time getting to know their situation, asking them fact finding questions. That's step 2 of the appointment process. If you see my videos, then you know what the other steps are, okay? Once I know everything I need to know and it's time to actually close the deal, I move into step 3, which is present and close. And here's what I do in the present and close portion of a life insurance appointment, okay? Because it's time to what? Present and close. So when I jump in, I say, okay, Miss Betty, I have 3 options that I'm going to share with you, okay? And we've actually got Hello Betty t-shirts that I'll probably throw in at some point too, okay? But I'm gonna walk you through what I do with the prospect, all right? So I'll actually have a blank piece of paper, okay? And I will write this down on this blank piece of paper, and I'll say, Miss Betty, there are 5 benefits of reasons why that prospects do business with us. Can I share those with you? Right now, that's a trial close. Okay, and like I said, I'm going to go through 9 trial closes. All right, so that's number 1. Can I share these with you, right? Yes, they've never said no. Okay, so that's first trial close. You're getting them to say yes. Okay, I'll say, okay, the first benefit, Miss Betty, is that this policy has a coverage lock. And what I'll do when I'm saying this is, when I'm doing this is I'll write it down. Then I will explain it, and then I will ask a question. Okay, so it's a little 3-step process inside of each benefit. So Miss Betty, the first benefit is a coverage lock. What that means is, I'll move into explanation. What that means is that the coverage is locked in. So if it's a whole life, you could say, Miss Betty, the coverage is locked in your entire life. Or if it's a term, the coverage is locked in for the entire term period, which is incredible because there's a lot of options out there where the coverage can change every year, go up every 5 years, or change when you're 80, etc., etc. The awesome thing is that this policy comes with a coverage lock. It's an amazing benefit that our clients love. Is that benefit important to you? Okay, that's the second trial close. After first benefit, and then move into benefit number 2. Okay, so write, explain, and ask. I ask, and I move into number 2. All right, Miss Betty, the second benefit, and I'm doing this on a piece of paper in front of them. I want to be in their bubble. I may move across the living room and sit by them on the couch. Or I may move over around the table and sit by them. I want to be in their space when I'm doing this. Okay, there's a reason why. All right, so I'll move into benefit number 2. Miss Betty, benefit number 2 is that this comes with a price lock. And what that means is the price is locked in the entire time. Okay, there's a lot of options out there, maybe on TV or through the mail or with somebody else, where the price will change and go up maybe every year or every 5 years, or when you turn 65 or when you turn 70 or when you turn 80. What clients love about us is that it comes with a price lock and the price is locked in. Do you also like that as well? That's a trial close. Obviously, yes. Right? That's a third trial close. Then we'll move into benefit number 3. All right, Miss Betty, benefit number 3 is that this policy comes with, and you could interchange this for any benefit that your policy comes with. I'm going to use double accident. Okay? as an example. Miss Betty, this policy comes with a double accident. In the event that you were to have an accident, it would actually pay off double. So let's just say you had $50,000 worth of coverage. If you had an accident, passed away due to an accident, it would pay your beneficiary, Suzanne, right? You need to already know the name. That's one of the questions in step 2 of fact finding. Okay, that's where if something were to happen to you due to an accident, it would pay your beneficiary, your daughter Suzanne, $100,000 because it comes with this benefit. Okay, accidents don't happen to everyone. However, it's important that if it were to, it gives your daughter extra money. Would you agree with that? Obvious, yes. Okay, that is a fourth trial close out of 9. Okay, then we move into our 4th benefit. Miss Betty, our 4th benefit is that this policy comes with a feature, and you could interchange this for any feature that you want. I'm going to use builds cash value. Miss Betty, that it comes with the benefit of building cash value. It's kind of like a savings account within your policy. It accrues money over time. We don't recommend that you take money out of the policy. However, it is building in there. And if you wanted to, it is your money and you have access to it. Okay, that's pretty nice to know that it comes with that feature, correct? Right? Good. Obvious. Yes. 5th trial close. We're done with the 4th benefit, right? And then we move into the 5th benefit, and it has a Part A and a Part B. And so what I'll tell Miss Betty is I'm about to write the 5th benefit down. I'm a little partial. It's my favorite benefit, but I'm going to explain it to you. Okay, the 5th benefit, and I'll write it down, is having a local agent. And I'll tell them there's 2 reasons why having a local agent is extremely important, right? And everyone always agrees with me, Miss Betty. Okay, the first reason why is that in the event that you need to make minor changes, you would typically have to spend 45 minutes on the phone. You'd have to call somebody. You'd have to call 1-800 number. You'd have to do all these things, jump through all these hoops. Even if you just want to change your address or your beneficiary or your how you're paying, or the phone number on your policy, etc. The minor stuff, right? Instead of having to call 1-800 number, spin on hold for 45 minutes, you don't know who you're talking to, where you're talking to them from, and it's a nuisance, right? Nobody likes to do it. Instead of having to do all that, you could literally call my cell phone number and I'll change it for you immediately. That's pretty nice to have, isn't it? Right? Obvious, yes. Okay. 6th trial close, and we took care of A. All right. Then you move into B. Now, the second reason why a local agent is so important, Miss Betty, and probably even more important, this one, is that when that time comes that you're no longer with us, and your daughter, your beneficiary, Suzanne, okay, she would typically, what would typically happen, she'd have to call that same 1-800 number, maybe even a different one, which is even more confusing, right? And wait on hold for 45 minutes. Don't know who you're talking to, where you're talking to them from, who knows, right? And she ends up having to get claim paperwork sent out to her from them, and also go get death certificates from the funeral home and get those sent in, and get everything notarized, and make sure you don't miss anything, make sure everything's perfect, and try to get that back to them as soon as you can, and then hope that you get a check within a matter of weeks or months. When she's already trying to balance and juggle everything that comes with actually, going through a funeral and celebrating your life, however she chooses to do that, that's a massive burden. There's a lot to cover, right? You got to choose out a lot of stuff. There's family coming in. You got to organize everything. You got to set everything up. Everything is going to be set up time-wise. You got to get food for everybody. Why would we want to add another burden to her, right? You see where I'm going, Miss Betty? What do you think she would do if she was working with a local agent like me? Right? She would call my cell phone. I'd take care of everything for her. I'd take the burden off of her shoulders, and it saves Suzanne time, burden, and stress. Would you agree that that's an extremely important benefit? Obvious, yes. Okay, that brings us to the 7th benefit. All right, now for 7th trial close. To move into the 8th trial close, what I'll do is, now that I've done all 5 benefits, I'll say, Miss Betty, to get the 8th trial close, because I said there was 9, which of these 5, coverage lock, price lock, double accident, builds cash value, and local agent, is most important to you? Because you see what we're doing here? We're getting them in a habit of making a decision, choosing, saying yes, picking for you. You want to train a prospect to make decisions when you ask questions, all right? And if what I'll do is, typically, I'm going to walk you through this. Miss Betty, which benefit is most important to you? Well, what are they normally going to say? Hang on for a second. What are they normally going to say? 3 words. I don't know. When that happens. Well, Miss Betty, if you had to choose, which one would you choose? Works like a charm every time. I promise they'll be choosing then. Well, if I had to choose, probably price lock. Okay, great. Right? I'll circle that one. Excellent. It's extremely important. Right? They made a decision. That was the 8th trial close. Then I move into where I actually show them the options. All right? So I'll have another piece of paper. All right? Or maybe on the back of this one to where I've already got the options spelled out. Maybe I've got 50,000, maybe I've got 30,000, and maybe I've got 10,000, for example. Okay, you could have any options, but maybe this one's 110, maybe this one's 84, and maybe this one's 61, for example. Okay, now there's a reason why they're laid out this way. I'm going to go back to walk you to this point. There's a reason laid out this way. Number one, you want to always have the 3 options from largest to smallest. Very important. The psychology is, oh wow, that one's, when you go from large to smallest, oh wow, that one's good, and the other's pale in comparison. Okay? Or the other psychology is, if I were to go from smallest to largest, it would feel like, oh, that one seems fine, he's trying to upsell me, right? So that's why we don't do that, okay? The other psychology behind it is I show one option that's always over $100 a month, no matter what, okay? Now, if you know what they need and you can develop 3 options around what they need, then price doesn't matter. That's why in step 2 of fact finding of the appointment process, I don't ask what can you afford? What's the best price? What do you want to pay? It doesn't matter. You sell life insurance based on need, not based on price, okay? Now, I like 100, 80, and 60 because most life insurance salespeople undersell themselves. Now, if you want to show bigger options and show based on need, that's even better, okay? But I'll set that up. And what I'll say is, all right, for the 9th trial close, is Miss Betty, I'm about to show you 3 options, okay? We're going to get to the close. We're going to get to all of it. This is freaking gold. If you don't make 100K using this, then you didn't get in front of enough people. Would you agree? Another trial close, right? Okay, now what I ask Miss Betty is, Miss Betty, I'm about to show you 3 options. And I already know which one you're going to choose, by the way, Miss Betty. But I need a favor from you. When I show you these 3 options, which are fantastic, they come with all 5 of the benefits, especially the price lock, which I know you loved. When I show you these, I just need you to let me know which one makes the most sense to you. Can you do that for me? Obvious yes. Okay, 9th trial close. I turn over the piece of paper that would look like this, and I'll say, okay, Miss Betty, here's the 3 options. Okay, first one's 50,000 for 110, 30,000 for 84, and 10,000 for 61. Which one are you most comfortable with? That's the close. I shut my mouth and I let them make a decision. And if you've warmed up well, if you've fact-finded well, and if you've presented the benefits and the value well, when you get to the close, it is sold and they will be making a decision. Okay? If they say, hypothetically, if they were to say, well, I'm not sure. Well, if you were going to be doing one, which one would you do? You see the hypothetical, the if? Well, probably the 30,000 because 80% of the time they choose the one in the middle. Fantastic, Miss Betty. And now here's how you continue. Excellent. That's exactly the one I thought you were going to choose. Let's see if we can get you approved. What's your full legal name? That's it, right? Anyone can be trained to do this. Anyone. I also have another video on how I talk about if they say I want to think about it or if I want you to call me back. I also address that too, right? But I'm not going to address it on this video because this was simply how to present, how to close, how to sell life insurance in the most amazing way ever, and how you can earn 100K selling life insurance when you use this. When you make your first 100K, when you use this and it freaking works, come back and let me know in comments below. If you love this and you want to do it without seeming pushy, the next video is right there. It's for you. You're going to love it. Click on it and I'll see you there. I'm going to talk about the 5 easy ways to prospect without being pushy. I truly believe that, yes, I may be aggressive in sales, but I do it in a respectful way that doesn't feel like it. And so I'm gonna